results, Burnley, after a difficult start, but hard to score against them. Don't really concede many chances. Always difficult to play against, and when you go up there, you know what you're up against. So I think all the teams want to take a grip on the Premier League, of course, but it's just that kind of season, kind of year, kind of situation that there will be ups and downs and less consistency in results and performances. So for me, it's exciting. As a supporter or as a fan, it's more interesting, of course, when there's more teams in and around each other compared to last season where one just ran away.
An update on the injuries, so Bailly, Pogba, Lindelof and Shaw.
Yeah, all of them trained today. Paul and Eric just didn't do all of it, but Luke and Victor did all of it. So I've got a decent amount of players to pick from. So let's see with Paul and Eric how they are tomorrow.
Simon Peach.
Hi, Olee. You'll obviously have Edinson Cavani back in your thoughts tomorrow. He must be chomping at the bit and must be a great extra boost you can call upon at this time.
Yeah, Edinson's trained well when he's been banned. He's had a couple of days off, of course, as well. You can't train too much, but he's ready to go. He gives us a different option. He's a different type of striker or a forward than Mason and Anthony and Marcus. So I'm glad to have him back. That's why we brought him in. He's contributed really well so far, and I'm sure he'll be really important for us now until the end of the season. We feel the season starts tomorrow night.
Riley said the other day that no one's going to remember who's top on January the 12th. But in terms of your progress, it would be an important step, I'm imagining.
Yeah, well, we are better off this season than compared to the same time as last year. We won more games, we've scored more goals, we've played better football. So of course that's a positive. And but as I said, no one remembers January league tables, and for us, it's just about developing this team, improving. I think we've shown again that we can bounce back after a disappointment. I thought the lads who played the FA Cup game showed good character, good attitude, and quality.
Olee, it's been a long time since Manchester United have even challenged at the top of the league. Can you quantify that as someone who spent all his career at the club challenging for major trophies and winning major honours?
Well, it's been since Sir Alex left. Of course, we've been second, third, fourth, fifth, twice sixth, once seventh. So of course it's important for us now to establish ourselves up among the top four. We've only been top four 3 times since Sir Alex left. So of course if we can do that again after third, if we can improve on third, that's progress. And when I played, it was a different ball game. Of course we were really disappointed if we didn't win the league. And I think we were third once. Most of the time we challenged against one team. Now the league is different. There's so many other teams that can challenge and can look at themselves as candidates to challenge the top teams.
I was going to say, do you think almost those comparisons are unfair because you achieved, and Sir Alex achieved so much and the level was so high that everybody who follows gets compared to that, whereas it's not easy to get anywhere near those achievements?
No, it was, as I said, there weren't that many teams that were able to challenge for the top 2 or top 3 positions. So in a good year you win, in a bad year you come second or third. Of course now there's so many other teams with the big squads, strong squads that can challenge. We all talk about the top 6 but then you have other teams as well that get up there now, and that's due to good work at different clubs, good signings, and it makes it more an exciting league than the last 2 or 3 seasons where 2 teams have run away.
James Cooper.
Hi, Olee. So Alex used to say to us, I think every year in January, that this was the month to kind of apply the pressure and put the foot on the pedal. From your point of view, is January about just keeping that pressure on and being in amongst it by the end of the month?
Yeah, well, as I said, the league table doesn't really matter now, but you pick up points, and when you get to March, April, that's where the league is going to be more or less decided. We knew that this season was going to be difficult for us. We started later than everyone, got this game to catch up. We didn't have any pre-season, so I remember I said, and I wasn't happy with what I said actually, we just need to hang in there for a little while. That's not what I meant. I meant keep picking up points. It's not about just hanging in there, but get the performances right, get the points on the board, and don't let teams run away with it. And we've done well.
I think when Ed last spoke publicly, he talked about the focus for transfers being on summer windows rather than winter windows. Is that because it's hard to get what you want? And also, have you got the players at the moment to keep making that progress this season going into a summer window?
Well, I think that the signings we made in the summer strengthened the squad really well. Good signings, good characters, good players. January is always difficult, but if something comes up that you think about the long term, it's a long-term target anyway, that's another scenario. But not many teams would like to lose their players in January, so unlikely something will happen on the inside. There might be 2 or 3 going out because one, they deserve to play more football for their own good and for their own careers.
James Salundra.
Olee, we know that you'll go top of the table with a positive result tomorrow. And since you've been at the club, you've been having to play catch-up on both occasions because of difficult starts to the season. Do you think this side is now ready to pick up the mentality of, rather than being the hunter, potentially being the hunted?
You know, we have to be aggressive. We have to go into every game humble, work hard. Don't even think for 1 second that you've cracked it if you are near the top, because that's not the type of players we have. We have players who should play on the front foot, aggressive, work hard, be hard to play against, no matter what. So, but of course, the group mentality is improving all the time. So now it's a different challenge. It's Burnley away, and we're in this position. It doesn't really matter where we'll end up in the league after that one, as long as you focus on this game and this game only.
Last section with Per Carlson.
Yes, Olee.
Hi.
You talked about the Burnley game before as well, and you've been waiting for it a while now. Have it made or meant any difference at all for you constantly being a game behind your opponents?
I think it's sometimes, you know, when you're with the results that we got in the beginning as well, it made it more difficult for the players maybe. It made it easier for teams to criticize us, look at the table, maybe worry a little bit. So of course, a game in hand is only good if you win it. So they were talking about it, but we got a game in hand. You need to win that one to put them points on the board. So, but with a difficult start against Palace and against Tottenham, of course, I think it made it harder for us or the players mentally maybe to